In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the most important lesson that I've learned from a mentor who has done over $50 million in sales and is well and truly worth over 8 figures. This will probably be the shortest lesson that I create, but the most tactical advice that you can start to understand and install into your day-to-day life to truly be able to achieve any goal that you set for yourself and start to bend reality in whatever way you want it to be. I've seen this lesson, once I've installed this lesson into multiple teams, I've seen it change individuals' lives in terms of the goals that they want to achieve, in terms of the relationships that they want, the doors that open for these individuals. It's phenomenal. The doors that have opened for myself from just understanding this lesson. It's not that we have to dive in super deep today and dive into the meanings of everything. It's 2 simple lines that I want you to take away. And if you can take away these 2 lines, actually understand them, actually believe them, install them into your frontal cortex so that you remember them on a day-to-day basis, again, you will be able to drastically change the direction of your life, the results that you get from your life, the way that people perceive you, the relationships that you have, and anything that you set your mind to. And those 2 lines are quite simple to understand. Your frequency speaks before you've even spoken. The way that the world has been treating you is a direct reflection of how you've been treating yourself. Burn those 2 lines into your brain. Your frequency speaks before you've even spoken. The way that the world treats you is the exact same way that you've been treating yourself. What does this mean? And let me give you a couple examples. Well, I'm sure you can relate to these couple of examples. On a day-to-day basis, you've probably seen it, you've probably been in the position yourself. You can have 2 individuals that say the exact same joke, the exact same line to the exact same audience at the same time, and one individual will be looked at as hilarious and as the funniest person and charismatic and great energy, and the other individual will be looked at as weird. They said the exact same line at the same time or to the same audience. Why does that happen? It's because one individual holds themselves to a high standard. One individual treats themselves seriously. Their self-talk is they're full of confidence. The other individuals probably has anxiety, has doubt because of the self-talk, the doubt that they install into themselves. Oh, I don't deserve this. Oh, this person's not going to like me. You're then portraying that energy. Your frequency is an energy field. Your life, the way that you are, who you are, you're just a frequency in the world. We are all frequency. This plant has frequency. The city behind me has frequencies. Why do you feel as though you feel really comfortable in one city and maybe not so comfortable in another city? Sure, there's individuals out there that make you feel uncomfortable or certain things, right, that are missing from that city. But it's the frequency, it's the energy that's portrayed of the city. And it's the exact same in the individuals. It's the exact same in you. Another example that I see on a day-to-day basis with the teams that I run, with the reps that I train. I have a couple of different sales reps that are doing $5,000 a month and up until about $35,000 a month. They're on the same team with the same leads, the same process, the same framework. The only thing that is different is the way that they see themselves and the energy that they portray into the world. And if you can install these 2 lines, if you can understand them and start to operate out of the frequency, out of the energy field that you want people to perceive you as, then they will start to perceive you as that individual. For an example, I operate out of the conscious level of love. So I'm always looking at life as full of love. Now, it might sound crazy, it might sound woo-woo, but it's one of the highest ones on the level of consciousness scale. Now, when I walk into a room, when I meet individuals, when I go into a business opportunity, because I portray that frequency, because I put that energy out in the world, it's exactly what's reflected and what's put back into me. The world is an exact mirror of your mindset and of your heart, and it's the way that you talk to yourself. So how can you start to change this? Well, you don't have to try harder, you don't have to take more action. That's the beauty about it. If you're starting to realize, wow, that's why that individual, that's why they didn't take me seriously, because I didn't take myself seriously. That's why that coach, that person, that mentor, that team, that individual didn't believe in me. It's because I never believed in myself. If you're starting to see these examples, if you can take a moment and think back to a couple of things that have happened in your life where maybe you haven't gotten the result that you wanted, it's because you already created the reality of not getting that thing by the self-talk and the energy that you walk into that room with, or the energy that you walk into that opportunity with. And the beautiful thing about this is that you're in complete control. Often people blame different circumstances. Sales rep blame the leads. People say the world is rigged against them. We all live in the same world. Sure, there's some people with better opportunity or a better starting point. But there's also people that have a worse starting point, or a starting point that's like behind where you are, that have achieved 4, 5, 10x the results of you. Theoretically, the world isn't rigged against anyone. And if you believe that, well, that's the problem. But if you believe that your frequency speaks before you've even spoken, and that the world is just an energy field and you can just change the energies that you're portraying out there, then everything starts to shift and your reality starts to bend to whatever way you want it to be. So a couple things, you don't have to change your words, you don't have to act smarter or walk into the room trying to say all these fancy words that people don't understand. All you need to do before you enter a room, before you enter a sales call, before the next opportunity comes, is speak to yourself in a positive light. Speak to yourself like you've already achieved that goal. I am confident. I'm full of confidence. I'm serious that this opportunity is mine and that these individuals are going to hire me, whatever it is. There's multiple different examples. But if you do not change that self-language, that self-image before you walk into the room, the energy that's being portrayed out of you, you will get the same results that you've always gotten. That's why some individuals can learn so much more, take so much more action, work 10 times harder, work 10 times more hours than certain individuals, but achieve less. It's because they're often operating out of fear, anxiety, doubt. The way that they talk to themselves is, I don't deserve this. I'm not ready for this opportunity. What happens if it fails? That's the language that a low frequency individual speaks and says to themselves, and that's the exact results that they get. So stop blaming external things. Stop blaming the leads, stop blaming the situation, stop blaming another individual, your boss. Take ownership. Now, it's a hard pill to swallow because it hurts the ego, but take ownership and understand, install these 2 lines into your brain, into your frontal cortex, and your life will drastically change. Your frequency speaks before you've even spoken. The way that they treat you, the way that the world treats you, is an exact reflection of the way that you treat yourself. This whole world, everything is just a mirror. Everything is just a mirror. A mirror of here, a mirror of here, a mirror of how you hold yourself. So understand that, look at yourself in the mirror, start to change your self-talk, start to change your self-image, and understand that your frequency, yourself, you're just an energy field. And as soon as you change that energy and the frequency that's being portrayed into the universe, your life will drastically change. Your frequency speaks before you've even spoken. Write that down. Take it to the grave, install it into your brain, and come back to me when you've actually changed your frequency, and you'll be amazed at the results that follow.